Welcome to the Metals Investment Forum Backstage interview. We are honored to have Chen Lin, CEO of the Honey Badger with us. Welcome, Chen.
Thank you very much, Chen. It's definitely an honor on my part to have this opportunity.
Oh, great. You know, Honey Badger has been here for a while, and then you have this great concept. Personally, I like it. I'm your shareholder. That's to leverage to the high silver price in the future. Can you explain what you're planning, why investor want to invest in Honey Badger, and maybe potentially what's coming in the next few months?
Sure. The first thing I'll say is that Honey Badger is not a traditional mining company or traditional exploration company. We're a whole different kind of company, if you will. That's the first point. The second point is that we and our shareholders have a very, very bullish view on silver. And we think all the time, literally 24/7, about how we can benefit from a higher silver price. For example, if the silver price were to go from $20 an ounce to $100 an ounce. A third point I'd like to stress is that we're seasoned veterans. We've done this before. We've created value in the public markets before. We have track records of success. And, it's very important that investors are comfortable with the management and the board. The fourth point is that we see tremendous opportunity right now in terms of consolidating silver assets. The mining market in general has been poor for years. The availability of funding is almost non-existent. To give you an example, a vendor of a silver asset a year ago was asking $4 million. About a month ago, he came back to me and he wanted $200,000. People are getting desperate. And really the line or the main message is that if you like silver, then you're going to love Honey Badger. Okay. As I said, everything we do is about silver and to profit from a higher silver price. So let's talk about that in a second. So we think silver has very unusual characteristics. First of all, it's part of the commodity domain, like the mining commodity domain, like zinc and copper and so forth. And all of those commodities, any commodity that's produced by mining on the periodic table is facing supply shortfalls. There's not enough people to mine the mines. The environmentalists don't want mines. There's no capital, as I just mentioned. And so even if the silver price were to go to $100 tomorrow morning, the production of silver would not rise. Okay, it's impossible to start a new mine in this day and age, really. When I say impossible, it's not really true. I mean, it's very, very, very difficult. Okay. So we think silver as a supply crunch, there'll be some sort of a pinch point in all mined commodities, but silver will benefit. In addition to the fact that silver is used, it's one of the world's most conductive metals, and it's used in just about every element of circuitry, including electric vehicles, and everybody wants an electric car. Electric vehicle. All these new companies are launching new vehicles, and silver is used. And silver is used in each electric vehicle, each circuit, because of its conductive ability. And something that I know you're very supportive of is, the world is facing an energy crisis, Europe in particular. And one of the things that the world is turning to is solar panels. And Chen, you've done a lot of research, which we agree with, and that silver consumption will go up exponentially because of solar panels. And the final comment about silver is it's also a currency, in that one thing we can count on is for governments to continue, quote unquote, printing money, devaluing their currencies. They've done it since the time currencies were first invented thousands of years ago. Governments will always spend more money than they can generate. So the solution to that is the devaluation of the currency, and silver will benefit. I think, a little bit more controversial. I think silver because it's let's say $20 an ounce. I think it will appeal to a younger millennial type investor. It's got the technology aspect of it. There's all kinds of other uses for silver, but I think it'll appeal to a much different demographic than, let's say, gold would. I like gold, but I love silver more. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of the talking. So since we took control of Honey Badger about 18 months ago, about 2 years ago now, we've done many transactions. We've created a lot of value. And our asset base is better than it's ever been. And I'm very, very proud of what we've done.
Well, excellent, excellent. Recently, you are acquiring a silver project, right, in Chile. Can you talk about a little bit more?
Yeah, so the Cashinal Silver Project, literally, I have been trying to acquire this project for almost 10 years. It's been in the hands of different owners. So it's in Chile, and when we announced this acquisition about 6 months ago, everybody thought we were crazy because Chile was very politically sensitive. We did our due diligence. We even attended a presentation, a very small, intimate presentation with Boric, President Boric, and we were convinced that Chile remained a good place to invest. It's a mining culture. Now people are patting us on the back saying, hey, that was a great call. Well, yeah, it took guts. We did it, and it was the right call. We love Chile. It's, as I said, it's a mining culture. And look for us to do other acquisitions in Chile, by the way. There's lots of potential there. But Cashinal is about 15 million ounces, maybe as much as 20 million ounces of silver. So it's by far our biggest silver resource. What's important is investors should know that at one time 3,000 people lived there and they mined silver. You know, they pulled out 50 million ounces of silver about 100 years ago. So anyway, all of that's gone now. It's the Atacama Desert. It's very dry. There's no people around. But what there is a mine very close to it, run by a group that we're very close to called Austral Gold. Austral is producing gold and silver at their Guanaco mine. And I just went down to Chile and well, Ed did as well. Ed and I went down to Chile and we spent some time with the Austral folks. And so watch for news on a greater association with us and Austral. And if everything goes right, conceivably, we could be producing some revenue, some cash flow from Cashinal within, let's say, 18 to 24 months, okay?
Wow.
I would like to think that we need a slightly higher silver price. I don't think at $20 silver, it's sufficient in terms of IRR for us to move forward, but $25 to $30 an ounce, we would move ahead very, very aggressively. So again, I don't think investors realize, they haven't really put two and two together, how Cashinal fits in with Austral Gold. Cashinal plus Austral Gold equals potential cash flow in a fairly near term. And I'd like to be quicker than the 24 months, but I'll say 24 months for now.
Wow, excellent, excellent. And I personally, I do believe silver will take off. I'm in talk with Silver Institute. I think they have some, put a word like weakness in their estimate in silver demand solar panel. I'm working on that. I think they seem to be. They will have some revision coming. I'm still working on that. Also with your friend Everest Broad. I believe you and Everest Broad are the two largest shareholders of the Honey Badger. Can you tell us how much you own? Put your personal money on the line.
Yeah, I own about 15%, and I've been buying, and I will buy more. I'm very convinced. And one thing that's important to note, because I realize we're running out of time a little bit, is Snowline, which is not related to us at all. It's another public company. They've made a major gold discovery in the Yukon right next to our Plata property. And we have the only road access to the area. And our Plata property is very, very, very exciting. I was there last year. It's got 32 different mineral showings. It's unusual in its quality and richness, very high grades of silver. So watch for news from Snowline, but also from us about Plata. So there's lots of stuff in the pipeline from us on the news front.
Well, excellent. That's a great point. I was asking the question on the panel a few days ago. Excellent. Thank you, Chad. Those are excellent points, and it looks like you have a very exciting next few months ahead of you.
Yes, I'm very optimistic. I feel very good about our company right now.
Okay, thank you, and hope to hear more good news from you.